Welcome to the Box of Inspirations, the place where you get the best for you and your business from successful people and entrepreneurs.
Hey, this is Chris Cerrone, founder and co-host of The Cerrone Show, and I wanted to take a minute and share with you some advice that I have given myself, something that I've learned along the way in my entrepreneurial journey over the years, but really has hit home, I would say, in the past year. For those of you that don't know me, again, I host an entrepreneur business podcast. I have launched it at the time of this recording about 9 months ago. And in that 9 months time, I have built a podcast that has since passed 1 million downloads, do hundreds of thousands every month. It's turned into a six-figure business. I speak, I travel, I do all this fancy, cool stuff. And I'm only saying that because in this short amount of time, I am humble, I am grateful, my mind's blown. But when I really think back and I say, okay, what was the cause, right? What has allowed me to be this fortunate? And that is, I just shoot first and I ask questions later. I mean, I do a lot of things and I just stuff the fear down. When I decided to launch my podcast, I'm going to admit I was scared. I was scared as heck, but I had to push that fear down and just push through it. I had to realize that it's okay to mess up. It's okay to screw up. I just got to take action. I just got to move forward, because if I don't have momentum, then I'm just stagnant. Therefore, I am dying. I originally, named the show after myself, not because I'm an arrogant dude, but because I couldn't think of a better name. And I spent too much time trying to think of a good name. Same thing as people do with logos, and they get busied with all this other stuff that's really not giving you any ROI. It's really not propelling you forward. It's really not allowing you to gain the momentum you need to keep rising up. So if there was anything I can do to help better me, I was going to do it and not worry so much about what other people think. In fact, that has helped me into launching, for example, my paid group that I have with my co-host. We launched it on a whim during the middle of a show with no website, with no links, with no content, with no nothing. And by the time the show aired, we scrambled and we just kind of figured it out as we went along. Most entrepreneurs, most business people, they like to have a big plan, and they like to, look at calendars, and they like to do all that stuff, which is fine. I get it. I do it myself. But at its core, if you're not moving forward, then just say screw it all and just start firing. Just start moving forward. Just start doing. In fact, I would say, now that I've rambled here for a couple minutes about taking action and just shoot first, ask questions later, is the core of it is just doing. You just got to do. And if you fall on your face, who gives? Then you get back up and you move forward, because at the end of the day, if you go to sleep and you didn't at least try, then that's going to sit in your belly and it's going to weigh on you. And before you know it, like, life's going to pass you by, and all your friends and all your little groups that you're in and all these people, they're going to be moving forward, and you're only going to kick yourself because you didn't take the chance, or because you didn't, just do. Very high level. I understand. I would have loved to given you guys here's step 1, do this. Here's step 2, do that, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, when I was really thinking about it, what has allowed me and what has allowed others that I've noticed for them to really excel and move forward was the taking action piece, was the shoot first, ask questions later piece. It's whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, it's just doing. So that is all I have. I want to give a big fat shout out and a big fat thank you to Box of Inspirations for having me on and sharing with you this little tidbit that's kind of helped me out. If you want to know more, You can find me at CerroneShow.com. That's where the podcast is hosted. That's where all my social media channels are. That is the mothership. So come on over to CerroneShow.com. Say hi. Tell me you heard this. And make sure you check out Box of Inspirations and rate and review and comment and engage, because at the end of the day, it's about good old-fashioned human interaction. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in on today's episode. Head on over to boxofinspirations.com for full recaps and much more.